Thunder Predators turn to ban.
G'day
OGs turn to
and
ban.
welcome to the deciding game, Game 3 between ThunderAwaken and OG in this lower bracket match of ESL 1 Malaysia 2022. So the story so far in this series, OG won the first game, fairly convincingly.
5 seconds remaining.
Fairly convincing game, winning game 1. And we're looking very strong in game 2 with a 12k net worth lead when they got turned around on by ThunderAwaken, and ThunderAwaken actually came back and won the match. So now here we are in a game 3. We're looking at our first round bans. Chen and Viper. Chen just being the absolute healing monstrosity to take him out. And along with the Viper. Viper tells me that maybe you want to pick something that has a really impactful passive. Timbersaw is one that comes to mind, and he was panned out last game, but actually picked in game 1 by ThunderAwaken, and it was countered by the Viper. And Nyx Assassin and Tiny are the two taken out. Tiny, OG not having any of Tiny this game. They've decided that the Dark Mago Tiny was just a little too strong. He did lots and lots in that last game with multiple engages, multiple catches on the back line. So they have removed Tiny from the pool.
5 seconds remaining.
So this first picks will show us where we're going with this draft. And ooh, I like what I see. First pick from ThunderAwaken, the Mars. Very strong first pick. It does deny the Mars from OG. And since OG have just lost with the Razor, are they hesitant to go back to the Razor? I don't think they will be. I think they'll happily go back to a Mars Razor since they've had so much success with it throughout the tournament and throughout their various series. But it always is a little bit of a mind challenge when you lose with a hero to pick it again. So very different opening draft this time from OG, starting with the Swap and the Earthshaker. The two heroes that we haven't seen OG play in this series at all. First time picks, I think, totally for this series from either team. The OG a little rattled from that game 2 and have gone to a different set of notes, different set of strat books, and have pulled out the Quap Earthshaker.
Admiral Conker.
Quap this early tells me they just wanted to secure it and potentially will be a mid. I think BZM plays a pretty mean Quap, so probably a mid Quap, and they immediately counter that mid Quap with the Conker. Quap hates playing against Conker. The run buff is very problematic. If you get a run buff off and then you're throwing a Sonic Wave and Scream of Pain combo into that, someone with run buff, you're just not going to get the burst. The other problematic thing about a Conker against a Quap is the X. X is such a good spell against the Quap Blink. You want to be able to get away, disengage, and re-engage, but with the Conker, that is you're unable to do that. You will just be dragged back in, and you'll have to face the music.
5 seconds remaining.
So we could see what OG did in game 1, where they picked that Viper, maybe intending it to be an Amar pick, but then changed the draft midway through, actually turn it into a Tiger Viper Pos 4. Could be a similar draft here where they open up with the Quap and hope that the Conker doesn't come out. But if it does, they can just transition that into the Pos 4 role and pick a different mid for BZM. We'll have to see what OG want to go with. Next round of bans have come out, so we're looking at the Timbersaw, Razor, and TA. So they've said, you know what, you haven't picked Razor? We're just going to not give you the opportunity to pick it. So gets rid of the Razor, gets rid of the TA. They did recognize the TA was strong last game. They didn't have a way to deal with it. There is a good opportunity, good shout that this Conker will be off lane again and not mid, and in that case they could probably run the mid Quap. We'll see how that goes. Bans from OG include the Snapfire, worried about that damage that came out in that last game. I think the Snapfire was doing much more than what potentially looked like in that last game. Just finishing off people and just contributing to the burst, not letting people get the BKBs off in time. Hoodwink and the Marana, actually quite an odd ban. And we're seeing some heroes we haven't seen so far in this series. So Undying, so this is completely 3 new heroes for OG so far. And Dazzle as well for the side of ThunderAwaken hasn't been picked up this series. So Dazzle with that long range Grave once it's maxed out, being able to save someone who is initiated on, save someone who maybe got Echo Slammed plus
5 seconds
Sonic
remaining.
Waved. And if you Echo Slam someone and Sonic Wave them and they get saved by Grave and they turn around with the BKB Satanic, then as OG you are feeling very, very sad for yourselves. Undying, I love Undying. I think Tombstone is a great spell, wonderfully designed, perfectly balanced. And I hope whoever's going for Undying gets the 55 decay damage talent. That would be fantastic. This is looking like a core Kunkka. So on the side of ThunderAwaken, we have a 4 and 5 Dazzle in whatever order they would like to go. A mid Kunkka, offlane Mars, or even could be the other way around. Could be a mid. Actually, no, this would be a Dark Mago Mars. Be a Dark Mago Mars mid with a Sacred Kunkka offlane. And we're looking for Pakaza's hero last. Nature's Prophet is still available. Huskar. Oh, OG. Coming today to put on a show. So, OG with the Huskar 4th pick. It could be a slight counter pick. A deny pick, since the Dazzle was already out on the side of ThunderAwaken, but I think it's more that it fitted into their draft. So, is this an Amar Huskar? You're gonna see this Huskar mid. I doubt we're gonna see the Huskar safe lane. So it's probably mid or off lane. And considering we have the Quap, I'm thinking Quap's going mid, Huskar off lane, and we're looking for Uragi's hero last. Monkey King is still in the pool. Monkey King is still in the pool. Baseless Void is still in the pool. Bloodseeker being banned out. Why would you wish to ban Bloodseeker? I guess it's decent against Huskar. Do you want to pick something like a Pango last? Is this a safe lane Huskar?
10 seconds remaining.
I'd be very surprised if this last pick wasn't, last ban wasn't a Monkey King ban. Like when you think of Uragi, you're thinking of Juggernaut, Monkey King. The Alchemist is actually banned. Okay. This is spicy. I'm just waiting for someone to pick Meepo, honestly. Meepo with the buff to the Aghanim Scepter in the latest patch, making the dig an instant cast. I think that makes the hero a little bit bonkers broken. I'm just waiting for someone to figure that out in the pro scene. The last ban for OG, they're looking to get rid of a carry hero. Is it the Nature's Prophet they want to remove? Scary hero in the hand of Pakaz. Morphling did it for them last game. Do they consider getting rid of the Morphling? Morphling could fit quite well into this draft. No reason why ThunderAwaken couldn't run a Morphling with the picks they have already.
Thunder Predators.
That's the Troll they get rid of. So they leave both the Morphling and the Nature's Prophet in their hands. Sometimes it's just better to give the opponent all the picks in the world and don't actually let them make the decision. Sometimes if you ban out one of the heroes, it makes it a bit easier for them. And it's the Terrorblade. Ooh, big bad demon coming back, causing terror amongst the whole of OG. That's a scary draft from ThunderAwaken. How do OG round it out? Ember Spirit. This is going to be a safe lane Ember. Yep, safe lane Ember. So this is a high tempo draft. High tempo draft from OG. You look at their cores. A Quap, very high tempo. Quap mid, Huskar off lane, Uragi, Ember safe lane with an Undying and an Earthshaker. These are heroes that have a very strong timing and fall off the cliff. Fall off the cliff if you don't get your timings right. Terrorblade is the late game king of this match. If they make it to late game, Terrorblade will be probably winning this game for them. And I can't help but be a little bit scared about this Sacred Mars. Oh, it is actually Sacred Mars and Dark Mago Kunkka mid. Okay, so they did switch it up. I was pretty convinced Dark Mago was going to be taking that Mars mid. But the Kunkka will be run by Dark Mago. Sacred will be taking the Mars to the off lane. And Matthew and Pandamu on the Rubik and Dazzle respectively. So I think this game is very, very one-dimensional at the moment. OG have a timing. If they miss it, then ThunderAwaken are going to pounce. In terms of Rubik, spells that could be stolen, Tombstone is a good one. Fissure is an excellent one. You always want Fissure as a Rubik. And I mean, any of Quap's Link on Quap is a good one too. Scream of Pain to let you farm early as a Rubik is always helpful. And we're into it. 5-man smoke immediately from Thunder Predator. Moving out on the map with who's got the wards, not the Dazzle. So one obs on Dark Mago. Matthew with an obs and sentry as well. And we got the tip war immediately coming out.
Straight to the bottom with you.
No love lost between these two teams. Straight to the bottom with you. Obs will be planted. The early game obs movements is always an interesting one. Tiger with the level 1 decay, so they know that that's up. Matthew is forced to run away a little bit. The obs there. I always find interesting the level 1 obs locations because it's always like bluff and counter bluff. You know, am I going to place it the same place I did last game, or am I going to put it in a different location? Well, they just saw that get placed. They just saw that obs get put down. In full vision, that got put down. So OG didn't think they had a wood mid, and they're going to see that one. That would be a free D wood, and I know they have to put probably the sentry up on the high ground here to get the D wood. Might actually be a bit of contest. Amar's coming across. Tiger as well with the level 1 decay. Have the poison touch.
The battle begins.
Sacred punches. He actually gets it. Sacred got the bounty in there, even with the leveling up of the inner fire. And Tiger, he's taking the hits. Pandamu is absolutely giving it to him. Is he just going to keep chasing him? Yeah, he is. He's going to get one more click off. Didn't reapply the poison though. This Dazzle level. Oh no. His Pandamu's coming in. As Tiger got a no, doesn't have a oh, he tries to juke it. He does get it off. But there's another one ready. He just TPs. Oh no. Tiger, he comes to the lane very low. So in the top lane, Tiger playing the Undying with Uragi up against Matthew and Sacred playing the Mars. Mid lane. Mid lane, we'll see Dark Mago with his Kunkka up against BZM on the bot. Safe lane, Pandamu on this annoying Dazzle with this level 1 poison touch against Amar on the Husker and Chu, who will block him in. They will actually keep him in there, but who's actually going on who here? Disarm coming out, and Amar will get the first blood. Although it doesn't say first blood, interestingly. No, the creep wave got it. Creep wave got it, so that means there might actually be no first blood. Now Tiger much more comfortable against the Rubik over the Dazzle, who was just absolutely bullying him. You get lifted into the tower. Bottom lane, Amar actually goes down. Oh, when all the tips coming out. Wowzers. They want to get in the heads of OG early this game. Sacred forced to TP. He'll TP just to his tower. Get some farm here. And heal up a little bit. It'll be just fine. Take that one. Now, Dark Mago should have a pretty good line game against BZM with the Quap mid lane. The dagger just doesn't really do enough to harass a Kunkka with the high HP pool of the strength hero. Plus the bottle charges and some tangos. It's going to be very hard to keep pushing through that, particularly when you are dealing as much, if not more, harass against the Quap with that Tide Bringer. Reflection out bottom just to do a little bit of harassment. But early game, Pakaz is having a little bit of trouble with only the 9 last hits. But they did get the kills, so that is leveled out, as opposed to Ember with the 11. So fairly even. Do get a level in spears now. And already, oh yeah, 5 burning spears. You are on fire. Yes. Pakaz probably does think he's on fire. Most carry players do. Haha, got him. I am concerned about this Mars though for the side of OG. I think this Mars can do a lot this game. Just controlling team fights, particularly, you know, Huskar and Undying. Quap, if you catch a spear onto a Quap, and that Quap's in a lot of trouble. Level 2 dagger, 1 in the scream. So using all of his mana just to try and harass Dark Mago a little bit. But he's still got 2 bottle charges. So not under any threat at all. And Matthew will come out, refill that bottle for him. So yeah, no issues. Oh, and the stun will actually catch as well. What a cast. Actually predicts BZM walking to the side. Saw him cast it, BZM walks to the side. Just predicted the move. Absolute mind games from Dark Mago. He's feeling it. He's in the zone. That's exactly where you want your mid player to be after a game 2. Not feeling down and negative, but feeling up, ready to go, and confident about their ability to win this game. Tiger just doing a little bit of dueling with Sacred. Sacred will get the pull across to the creep wave. Tiger will try to disrupt it. Pull through with those creeps, yep. And take a bit of damage, but he's free to turn around if need be. He has the tombstone. Bottom lane, Chu is level 3. 1-1-1 so far. Amar wants to get this burning spears up a little bit more. Burn damage 5. You really want it to be double at 10. Level 2 is very good value. You're doubling your damage. Oh, a little bit of miscommunication. Amar doesn't actually walk over. And oh, big boy coming in. Mars actually goes down the top lane, but we're looking bottom at the moment. I need to be careful. With the meta popped plus the reflection on himself, he was in a little bit of trouble there. He'll heal himself up just with the Berserker's blood, giving that regen. And BZM just seems to be perpetually on low health middle. His bottle's empty, he's got no regen. Yeah, I think he's heading home. That's it. He's had enough. He's heading home, so Dark Mago has won this mid lane. We'll get to level 6 first. Potential for an early rotation. Amar does have the stun and will get the damage out, but he will cost him his life. So Chu actually gets the last hit and Pakaz picks up Amar. And the more tips come out onto Amar, they are trying to tilt Amar off the edge of a cliff, which they know is possible. Ace picked up on Tiger. I doubt be able to do too much with it, although there is a Matthew Rubik here. You can probably keep clicking him. Click, click, click. Drop down a tombstone maybe. BZM's coming over. Yep. And BZM will secure that kill. Dark Mago's here. Does have a TP. Drops down the tombstone. Yeah. Just forces the TP. I mean, that's fair enough. TP for a tombstone, they're both similar cooldowns. So 80 seconds at points to the TP of 60 seconds. So, yeah, that's fair enough. That's actually 80 seconds on TP as well. So, identical cooldowns. So that TP will be back up just as tombstone is ready.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Yuragi sitting quite pretty in this top lane now. Net worth lead or last hit lead is going to Yuragi and BZM. But yeah, very close as it toggles to and fro there. Dark Mago getting a couple more last hits on this mid lane. I get 2 levels in Tombstone, so really just a level 1 with level 3 stats right now, because Tombstone on cooldown, so you've just got the decay. This reflection is really hurting Amar. He's feeling quite pressured when that reflection comes out. Sort of walks back and forth, but you know, walking away doesn't really make you deal less damage. It's still going to hit you. It is a reflection of yourself, so you know, in childish words, stop hitting yourself. Stop hitting yourself. Really, what Terrorblade does. He's just Terrorblade is that older brother. EZM jumps across. Is there a grave? No, there's no grave. There is a TP, but there's no way Pandamu is getting out of that situation. That was so much damage around. I believe EZM, yeah, held on to the Sonic Wave. Still got that one ready to rock and roll.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Level 2 in Burning Spears, 2 in Berserker's Blood. Just mindful of their regeneration. Ooh, Matthew. You're walking the wrong way.
Bottom tower is under attack.
See him. Will the fissure block come out? Ooh, no Tombstone plant. Maybe a Tombstone plant on top of that hill. We saw him coming up, might have been enough. Wrap him in across the stairwell, and so he's got to walk past the Tombstone to get out. Certainly would have been a decent play. Would have been a kill. Don't know. He's got Town Portal, so I would suspect not. Mar just keep using that in the fire. Tiger comes in, has got a Tombstone and 1 in the Soul Rip. 1 in Soul Rip is generally used to heal the Tombstone up, or to get the last funny little bit of damage on someone, but level 1 Soul Rip certainly doesn't do a whole heap. Not against units anyway.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Dark Mega will farm up the stack with the maxed out Tidebringer, and you can see maxing out X-Master Spot, only the 1 in Torrent for the time being. You do want that extra cast range and cooldown on the X-Marks so you can hunt this Quap much more effectively.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Ooh, Mars goes down top again. Still holding on to the Sonic Wave. Mars just not casting spells. Being caught maybe in the chains, but man, I'm missing a bit at the moment, aren't I? Wowzers. Mid lane, the Tombstone will go down as well. And a little bit extra farm for the side of Thunder saying, yes, thank you. Dark Mago, as he stayed a little too long. He's under the tower. He's taking a lot of hits. He's trying to get out, and the Sonic Wave will just finish him off. Knife from Matthew out of that range creep. Passing the bottle over. Here, have it back. Sacred going for that blink first. So valuing the initiate he can possibly get on the heroes of OG. If you can blink, if you can get that arena spear onto a Quap, then that will probably mean the Quap's dying if you have 1 or 2 other heroes around. Same for the Ember. Maybe not so much for the Huskar, depending on which heroes you have in the vicinity. Oh, but OG are on the hunt. I think Pandamu got a whiff of that coming down, and he said, "Whoa, this is it. I'm over in the trees. This is the wrong place to be." I think he just poked his little head around this tree here and was like, "Woo! Evacuate." He still knows though. Does have a TP? Is sitting on it. Does he just TP out? Does he wait? Is there going to be a defense? Oh, Amar's going in. Yeah, Tombstone's dropped. He's got the TP. I think he did that a little too late. I think as soon as the Tombstone drops, you probably TP out there, realizing that your team's not coming, and go.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
Because it did use the TP in the end, and it was now on cooldown for another 60 seconds. So that's what I was thinking. If you're going to try and TP there, you probably got to go early. If you get caught with the fissure and the Huskars on top of you, there's no reason in trying to TP out there. At that point, you're going to die. He's got an armlet. He's dealing a lot of damage, and he's doing it quickly as well. Dark Mago with the double braces moving to the BKB, so he just wants to be very tanky, be out in the middle of the fight, keep chipping away damage, get his combo off without having too many issues. Chew Matthew does get lifted up. Arena comes out with the spear, but the slight chains will hold him back. Doesn't matter. Chu will go down in the top river. Consolation prizes for Yuragi though. We'll grab a bottled DD, which will pop immediately. Tombstone with the ult coming in. Is he TPing away? No, just holding it. Stolen flesh golem from Matthews, a little mini flesh golem. He's coming in. Let him do his thing.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
I think OG want the tier 1 tower here. They're not mucking around. They've got the tombstone down. They've got the DD on Yuragi. They want to hit. The issue with having a safe lane Ember is you don't have a lot of tower damage. It'll be a little bit rough trying to hit through the towers. And if you look at this whole team, really, I mean, Undying doesn't hit towers. Ember doesn't really hit towers. Quap and Husker are your best candidates for hitting towers, but even they are not really tower hitters. They're hero hitters. They want to kill things, not necessarily tear things down.
Radiant's top tower is
Quap
under
doesn't
attack.
sound like the tear things down sort of gal, you know? Tear people down, Queen of Pain, but doesn't really want to cause itself pain by tearing down the building she wants to live in. Both teams just playing very cautiously, making sure this tier 1s stay standing at this point in the game. Slow game at the moment. Nothing much happening around the map. People are farming. Picars is being sort of left alone. We switch over to net worth. We can see Picars and Dark Mago are now at the top of the net worth charts. And the longer Picars is just left to his own devices, the fatter and stronger he will get. He's got the maxed out Conjure Image at the moment. He's got the Yasha plus the Dragon Lance, so he's got enough stats for those illusions to actually tank up and deal a little bit of damage. As you can see, taking out a stack there just makes some more illusions, and he'll be fine to just keep moving on through. Nothing will be changed about that. Tiger caught with the X and the Torrent. But who's catching who? Blink in. Oh, stun through. BZM's actually been caught. Rules up to dodge the boat. Oh, but there's that X. That's what we talked about. Oh, BZM bottling. He's looking for the angle and he finds it. Dark Mago with the Tidebringer hit. He was walking around, and actually Sacred's found one more as well. Matthew comes through with the yoink, with the Fade Bolt, and it's 3 dead on the side of OG. Oh my goodness. This is not looking like a good stuff OG with the Terrorblade farming and losing their mid tier 1. Even some support, some gold heading into the supports of ThunderAwaken. You know, this Rubik loves a bit of gold. You know, he's working towards Edlands. He's almost got it. Just needs the recipe really at this point. Saying that though, Amar has not been in the fights. He's close to BKB. He's been farming up, trying to keep level. He is the highest farmed on his team. Yuragi next. Oh no. That's a stun. And there's an X, and here's another torrent combo coming through, and Tiger will try to heal himself. He'll try to decay away, but it will not be enough. Matthew breaking the Lincolns just to get that damage reduction off. He has the level 3 in chains now. Not a bad skill to have on Rubik, considering the cast range. I don't know if that increases, but certainly the duration is very good. You can lift them up towards yourself and then chain them when they hit the ground and get a lot of value out of that. I don't think OG are planning on contesting this Roche today. Not today, they're saying. Not today. We need to keep farming. We need some more items. Matthew's right here. They see it. They sort of know what's happening. And the chains come through from Matthew. BKB from Amar inside the arena. He's doing damage. He's going to have to run though. Toggles that armlet. Boat comes through. Does get pulled back in on the Undying. But I think actually OG are forcing them back. The Aegis is going to go down. There is a Sunder. But Out comes the Sonic to finish off the TB. Dark Mago will BKB TP away, and that can't feel great. Oh no, Dazzle's been killed as well. What a turnaround. OG, they come to the fight. They actually lose the Aegis and then take the fight afterwards anyway, feeling the strength that they had, feeling the potential they had with this fresh BKB on the Huskar. And they don't disappoint. Dark Mago trying to just give Yuragi something to think about, not necessarily to kill him, just making him hesitate just a moment. Give him a little bit of practice on slight dodging the torrent. BZM will be going towards the Yasha, or the Sand and Kaya rather. Sand and Kaya didn't want to go for a BKB themselves. Not yet anyway. They want a little more stat value out of their early items, so they can transition their farm just a little more efficiently, a little more quickly. I think a lot of this game rests on Amar at the moment. He is the highest farmed on the map. Ironically, he's actually overtaken the Terrorblade, I guess, after that fight. But so much is resting on his shoulders. If he messes up an armlet toggle, then that might just be the game. You know, the game is currently right on a knife edge. It might say they're ahead in leads, in gold and kills, but OG are hanging on by a thread at the moment. Because if this Terrorblade gets the opportunity to keep farming, then it's not going to look good. Under the cover of smoke, they will catch with the blink chains, but immediate BKB comes out to dispel it. Amar will jump onto him anyway, and BKB is popped. Matthew outside of the arena, but Amar's trying to walk to and fro to so he can hit in the arena, blocking the shots, and Dazzle, Rubik will both go down. This is starting to look like the OG of Game 1 and Game 2, well, at least the first 25 minutes of Game 2. They're starting to pull themselves back together. Punishing ThunderAwaken for any misplays. And what are we down to now? A 7-second BKB on Dark Mago. That can't feel good. Already lost 2 seconds, and for what? One was to BKB TP away, and one was just to BKB run. Then you don't want to be using your BKBs as running tools. You want to use them to fight, to go in, to make sure your combo goes off. Pakaz returns to his triangle to find that all is empty, and the immediate smoke comes. They see Pakaz and they are coming. No blink, so blink echo is not available. Walked away. Sun, Fissure will come out, and the follow-up, keep them going a little bit. TP's coming immediately from Panda Moo and Matthew. The two supports coming in to help their carry. How did that happen? He just walked up and clicked him? Okay. I mean, it happened on the screen. I saw him die, but I just couldn't quite comprehend that he just died. He just walked up and clicked him. I guess he has much higher movement speed. What's that? 338? 380? No? I guess that's with Tranquil's active. I'm not quite sure what happened there. I think Chu just died. Maybe he thought his team was sitting behind him, thought maybe they were going to counter-initiate, but it just wasn't enough. Maybe it was the illusion of Ember, not Ember itself. Maybe everyone got fooled, hey? Maybe that's the solution. Bottom lane, Amar is still looking for some fresh meat, and Meta has just finished. Find Matthew's bodyguarding though. They're gonna have to go through him first, but he's been graved. And oh, they dropped the tombstone. They're hungry for a fight. They're trying so hard to connect, but it's not going to be enough. They have to back away. Yagi's going to go get Mena. BZM and Tiger should posture around the bottom lane, attacking the tower, or at least posture up in the jungle.
Dire's structures are fortified. Dire's top tower.
Ooh, Fissure stolen now on Matthew. Level 4 Fissure with the Arcane Supremacy spell amp and cast range. You really love seeing that one. That is a super steal. Top lane though, Yuragi is in on Dark Mago. But he just leaves, right? Oh, he just leaves. Just TP out. Just TP out. Well, he tried just TPing out, and BZM said, no, I've got a Kyron Sand. I get increased spell amplification. I'm going to show you how much increased it really is. Ba-boom. Yeah. Tiger, he's charging forward. No Tombstone at this point. But his other 3 spells are available. Will they find this ward here? Spotted them coming up. Surely they know there's something there. Well, they reacted. It's right here. It's right here. Oh, are they going to play another one? Another sentry? No, they're not. Roche could be available in a minute 52.
Radiant's
Just keep
top
that in
tower
mind. Minute
is under
52.
attack.
Roche could be up. Could be an insta spawn. Who knows? Might be a 2-minute spawn. But either way, it will be spawning soon enough. Deep ward here. Actually, did they try and D-ward? Oh, they did too. This was an attempt to D-ward. They got this deep ward here. They don't know about it. Thunder Predator, they don't know about this ward. It's giving them all the vision they need to know, and they're going to catch Matthew with the root. Oh, double fissures, but that's the fissure gone. Tombstone is dropped as well. They thought maybe there'd be more of a fight coming, but the rest of Thunder Predator cut their losses. It's just a Rubik. We will move on.
Radiant's top tower has fallen. Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Darkmage can play fairly confidently with the BKB, TP out, although he did play confidently top lane and it did bite him in the ass, so he needs to be a little bit careful. If he had, if there's any bashes on the team of OG, he would be in a lot of trouble. Oh, here comes the root and the DD. Oh, he's actually going to walk back into the DD. He's got the damage buff. If he walks in, bottles the DD and just gets on out of there. Oh, Pandamoo though. Pandamoo is caught. There's a fight going on over the other side. I think it's already happened. Alright. Huskar did go look down to the Mars Arena plus Terrorblade meta. So Mars finding the catch over on to Amar. Okay, Tombstone's down. It's doing work. And yeah, they're just starting to fall. Ooh, the disconnect. Poor timing. So we have the same story as we've had in game 1 and 2. Terrorblade is going to be huge. The Cars is going to have the most farm on the map. He's already almost 2k ahead of Huskar. He's got a Skadi in Dragonlance SNY. He's going to be huge. He has the largest amount of farm, but the rest of his team falls behind pretty badly. I mean, Sacred on this POS 3 Mars, he's got, you know, he's only got 8k gold, almost 9k gold. He's starting to fall behind. And I'm guessing Sacred on this Kunkka, not Mars, Kunkka will start to fall behind a bit as well. So OG, better at spreading their farm across their cores, have to try and use the fact that they have strong cores right now. If they wait a little too long and this Terrorblade becomes just the king of the map, there might come a point where you can't actually kill them. Dragi just clearing out this mid wave, giving it the old touch. Chu completely out of mana, so he'll have to go home. Roche will be spawning in 1 minute 21, so something just to be aware of there. The Cars. Farming bottom, it'll go, oh hang on, this is the real one. This is the real deal, I better get out of here. Iragi. I can't fight him. And this is the issue with OG's draft. They were on a very, very short timer. Huskar is really starting to fall off. They haven't really got the most out of Huskar that they could. Roche, they have to take the next Roche. If they lose the next Roche as OG, you can't help but think that their time in this tournament is at a premium. With a safe lane Ember, you can't really fall back on Ember dealing insane damage. He's going to be going for Deso, so he's going for the physical damage build, the Sly Fist. That's probably the best thing he can do. Going for a magic build at this point might not be the right call. prevalence of BKBs. Blink in with the spear. Does get the catch behind. BKB just to walk away.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
So no BKB on Sacred. They know this now. Do they try and pressure this tower? Do they look for the fight? Potentially, potentially not. Back into the pit they go. It is up in 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Someone gonna check it. Someone gonna check the Roche. You guys were checking it a moment before. It must be there now, right? It must be there. You have to check it. Oh, it's there. Oh, he's gonna walk in. He's gonna sit. The OG knows that Roche is available. Who are they giving it to in this Roche? This is the Huskar. That's what I would suspect. He's gonna be the main tower hitter. Certainly not Ember who's gonna be hitting towers. Huskar is the strongest among them, although Ember has slightly more net worth. I would doubt they would give it to Ember. If I was looking between who's going to win a fight between Huskar and Ember right now, it's certainly not the Ember. A little bit of a movement, but just a little bit too late. So Amar will grab the Aegis. Ooh, smoke comes out. They find Amar. He's the one with the Aegis. He does get the disarm off. Hex comes out. He's in the middle of the fight. Boat buff is coming through. Healed up from the Undying. First life goes through in the back line. Rubik has been taken out. Sonic Wave does blast him away. Yields for some protection. Pikaz has the BKB. Does get the Sunder off onto Amar. He's probably happy with that. He's back to low health. Yuragi fires back. He's back in it. He's going for more. Does he have enough damage though? Decay comes out, stealing the strength. Hiragi, Sleight of Fist in 3. Sacred gets chained. He's trying to get in there. And it will be a kill. So he does get something out of the buyback. Not a whole lot, but something. Oh, Echo finds the 2 up on the high ground. Chu just saunters in and gets 2 more. With the catch with the fissure. Oh, he's got to be careful, Yuragi. He's out of buybacks. He will just get out, heal back up, and see what they want to do from there. Chooses with the 2-man fissure uphill and just wanders up with the Echo Slam.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
So Yuragi now moving towards the Daedalus. This is the old classic build for the Ember Spirit. None of this new fancy dancy refresher, Aghanim, Scepter, jump around, magic damage everywhere build. He's going back for the old classico. Deso into Daedalus. He's got the boots of travel to move around the map quickly. Maelstrom to help him farm. He's got a DD as well. Oh, BKBF, he forced out on Sacred. Spear does miss. Oh, he wants to keep those slights going. You can get to level 20 and get the 2 Sleight Fist charges. That might actually be quite good. Is he going to try and throw the slide uphill? He does. Misses. In comes the X with the Torrent. Missed time. Pump faking Chew of the Fissure in the background, just protecting him. Oh, is there enough? Matthew just has to self-grave in the base. Meanwhile, Amar is just hitting the tower. This is what we said. Amar is the tower hitter in this team. Not really anyone else in this team that hits towers. Oh, double with the fissure follow-up. Is there a blink echo? No, not for 24. Tombstone is drop. Oh, this is a... Yeah, dot. Crash like 10 times? How can they crash like 10 times? I'm a little bit skeptical. If it crashed like 10 times, wouldn't we have had like 10 pauses? Send help, Amar. Just send help. Send them help. This is a very interesting place to be. I mean, that doesn't seem like computer crashed and got back in. I don't know about you, but when a PC crashes, I don't think you're back in on the PC, loading up Steam, getting back into Dota, and reconnecting to the game in 20 seconds. I don't think you're doing that. I call sussy. I think this is a huge tack pause right now. The tombstone's been laid down. I think they are just trying to delay a little bit. The reconnections come in. Undying. Let's have a look at the items for the time being then. Vladimir's offering. Almost. He's got the recipe. Almost has the goal for the point booster. Yuragi, as we said, has gone for the Deso and moving into the Daedalus. Amar. What's this? Just a casual plate mail? Unless he's got an item coming out. No? No, it's just a casual plate mail. Casual plate mail plus the butterfly. Butterfly looks like coming next. Also the ogre till. Yeah, what? No. No. Oh, okay, so we're waiting. We're waiting. Pause at the moment. So it's going to happen. Dark Mago on the side of Thunder has the AC with the Sange. Matthew has that completed at the lens and a bullwhip just for a bit of mana regen, a little bit extra movement speed. The BKB has been used on Sacred. BKB is still, well, it's not fresh, it's 6-second, but it's ready to go on Dark Mago, and reasonably fresh 8-second BKB is ready on Pakaz. Pakaz has a lot of items, and when you look at the items between Amar and Pakaz, Pakaz is bought out. He's got the BKB, the Skadi, the Crit Stick, Dragon Lance, and the Sanji Yasha, whereas Amar, you look at his items, he doesn't look like you look, compare those two, he's only 1,700 behind. He is sitting on 4k gold. That is the difference. They could technically have another item finished up, Amar, but he's gone for this casual plate mail just to survive a little more, I guess, against the Terrorblade. Wants more armor against the right click of Terrorblade because there's not a lot of right click coming out otherwise. I guess Dazzle has the armor reduction. Armor reduction on the bad Juju. So if that's what we're looking at, maybe, but Tiger with the Holy Locket, so big heals or big heals coming out from Soul Rip and reasonably big damage now that's level 4. Tombstone's going to come down. I think Thunder Predator just back up from this situation and let OG have the tower after they come back from this pause. Personally think that's what's going to happen. BZM also just with, is this just another casual plate mail? No, there's a Shiva's coming out at some point for him. I wonder if Amar was originally going to go for Shiva's and then decided against it. What else can you get with plate mail? AC? Yeah, I imagine this will be an AC at some point, right? Or a Lotus. Is Lotus good? Game? It's decent. Decent. But I don't think this top net worth Huskar is going to be going for a Lotus. I think he will transition into an AC at some point. Maybe just to help out the Ember Spirit Sleight of Fist damage. You know, reduce the armor, let that Sleight of Fist do a little bit more, particularly once he gets the crit. You know, an additional 5 armor less. Yeah, additional 5 armor less on those enemies in the nearby radius, you know, might be enough to help that Sleight of Fist just start to feel very impactful. Yeah.
A flash of inspiration.
Yuragi's throwing out the chat. They're getting this. This is actually a really big moment in the game because OG was starting to get the momentum, and during pauses, people they lose their focus, right? And that's what you can see there from Yuragi. He's starting to lose his focus. He wants to keep playing. They had the momentum going, and the pauses come out. Now, there's not a lot that can be done about it if the computer is indeed crashing, which it looks like there might be. Like, they're having some serious issues here. With the Dazzle still not being connected. Pandaroo. Pandadoo, sorry. Pandaboo. Pandaroo, Pandadoo, Pandaboo. I got there in the end. Let's check out the neutral items while we're at it then. So, only 2 tier 3 neutral items out so far for the side of Thunder, with the Enchanted Quiver and the Mind Breaker. On the side of OG, we see, 2 items as well, the Ogre Sealed Totem plus the blast rig. Oh, looks like we have a go. Oh, here we go. We have a go. And yeah, Tombstone has been planted down, and they will just back up and let them have that tier 2.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
Fissure catching Sacred. He's got no BKB, but a blink is up, and he will be back up on his high ground and going back to the well to have a little bit of refreshment. The long pause. I'm still amazed by their comeback last game. OG through, yeah. I prefer to say OG was outplayed, you know. But yeah, it was that horny fight that they went a little too deep.
Radiant are scanning.
That certainly changed the momentum in the game. But we're back, so no more long pause right now.
Dire are scanning.
Smoke coming out from
Radiant's
Thunder
top
Predator.
tower is under
BKBs
attack.
are back and available, and everyone has their ultimates. Apart from Undying. He's the only one. Feels bad Undying. I don't think they're going to find anything. It's just maybe a warding smoke, just getting back out on the map, securing their farm again,
Radiant's bottom tower
getting some
is under
vision up.
attack.
Because yeah, that wasn't really a lot of intention there from that smoke to go find OG. They should have got out of their base smoke and got some vision down. Gave them the opportunity to do so. Yeah, that's the tactful way to say it in a cast, isn't it? They took their opportunities, Thunder Predator, to come back into the game. I'm always mindful of trying to put the positive spin and not being negative towards pro players because they are so much better than me. So I always mention, keep that in mind. So Yule's dodge on the combo. Fissure with the follow-up. Sacred actually catches Undying in the backline. So no Tombstone in this fight. He's got no buyback. A little bit of miscommunication there potentially. Follow-up Fissure. The shard stun. And OG are sort of in a bit of retreat mode here. Oh, actually, I say retreat mode. He's in. Yuragi's in with the BKB. He doesn't get the pick off on Matthew, but he will get it at some point. Does fall down. Amar BKB to get out of the arena, and the stunned Fissure will just control them on the side. Buyback from Matthew on the Rubik. Yuragi, the BKB is down, and yeah, he's got no more mana, so he's got one more Sleight of Fist, do some more damage, but that will be that. So he gave up his life to kill the Rubik. Rubik did buy back, so the gold change isn't actually too drastic there. Extra second TP since the patch. It does feel impactful. Kunkka will have a little mobile fountain here by finding two bounties for the price of one, so he'll be back up and healthy. Jew's got this Blink Echo now with the shard. We're waiting for a big Echo Slam to come out in this game. I think a big Echo Slam can really break this game open. He did get the one on the ramp here that got secured 2 kills, but I think he's going to need to come up with something big to remove this Picard's Terrorblade. And look at the size of this guy. He is absolutely huge. Now I'm interested to see, has Amar got his next item? He did. He got a Butterfly. The Butterfly, this is still just a casual plate mail. And yeah, it is going to be transitioned into an AC. It would be a fair bit of a waste of money if it was purely just an item slot for a casual plate mail. So it will be into an AC at some point, but I think the Satanic might be coming next. Who knows? We'll have to see what his item progression looks like. Sacred going for the Refresher. So yeah, Refresher, mana cost increased from 300 to 350, cooldown increased from 170 to 180. The Refresher was nerfed in the patch, but even with the nerf, Sacred's still looking for that pickup, realizing the power of having 2 arenas, 2 spears in a fight. Now, if we just do a little bit of maths here, so it's 350 to refresh. This is 200. So if you have double this, 200, 400, 350, 750. 750. If you pop BKB in that as well, that's 800. If you pop BKB twice, that's 850. And you're out of mana. You're out of mana. So all these little changes, 50 mana on BKB, extra 50 mana on the Refresher, it makes it hard to get the full combo off. I don't know if he's done the maths to see if he can actually do all those combos. Jumping out. Will get on top of Dark Mago. BKB will be popped. The reflection just turning OG on themselves. Stop hitting yourself. Stop hitting yourself. As Bakaz helps out his mid laner. Another smoke from OG. No, sorry, from ThunderAwaken. Stolen blink with the shard, so it's the silence blink. What's the item coming in for Sacred? It's the refresher. Yes. He does have a soul ring. He does have a soul ring, but stun comes out. And the follow-up. Amar needs to get off a BKB. The Rubik has been taken out on the side, but Amar's just running away. Will he start turning around onto Sacred when that BKB runs down? Second one, refresher, but he doesn't have the mana for a stun. Sacred, this is what I was talking about. The refresher arena, but it wasn't enough mana. He had enough just to TP out. Uragi in the back line is going with the slights. And they get the 2 supports for the side of Thunder. This is the issue. I don't know if... I'm not sure. Not sure Sacred did the maths. You get the refresher, you use the spear. Spear's 130. You're really short on mana. On this Mars. He needs... Yeah, look at this. He's on Hex. He's queuing up the Hex. He's like, I need something that gives me mana. Needs something that gives me int because it's not enough. BZM jumping in with the Shivas. Just giving me a little bit of vision. So until he actually gets this Mystic Staff, or even the Ultimate Orb, 10 more stats, he's not going to have the mana to do that combo with the Refresher. So until then, this item is a bit dead. You know, he got off the second arena, but for what, really? No TP for 18. No TP for 18. He's in there. He's in there. And... there it is. There he is. They see him. No BKB. Yeah, this is one dead chunker. No, the boat's coming in with... oh, can he get out? No, he won't. Almost got his way out of that. No boat for 49. Did well to survive for that long. I honestly didn't think he would, but BZM now, he's looking quite stacked. Level 20 talent, 120 Scream of Pain damage. He's looking for a refresher. Unlike the Mars, BZM actually has the mana pool to sustain a refresher orb. So that's a fair enough call. I think the nerf on BKBs and refreshers was really aimed at strength and agi heroes. No way should a strength and agi hero be able to get off all your spells twice, have enough mana to do that, not in quick succession. Intelligence heroes, sure, absolutely, as this Roshan's going down, they're not contesting. As it's going down. In heroes, they're casters. They should be able to get off multiple rounds of their spells in quick succession. Seems fair and thematic. But as a Mars, if you want to get off 2 full rounds of your spells, you're going to have some items that enable you to do that, because your natural stat gain just won't get the job done. I was waiting for the moment when the mana cost and in Refresher Orb increases on mana was going to make a big difference, and I've seen it now. I'm impressed. I'm impressed. I saw the difference maker. Ice Frog, you're a genius. Just 50 mana on each was enough, well done. Continue to patch Dota 2. I mean, I'll allow it.
Flames will spread thrice.
Okay, so we got just a 2-man smoke. No, 1-man smoke. A 1-man smoke.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Must be a yeah, ninja gear. I was gonna say must have been a ninja gear. So Chu's taking that ninja gear now, so he'll have the extra movement speed and the ability to hide himself, which is very important as an Earth Shaker. You cannot be seen. Get those fissures off from off map. You know, blink in for an echo. He's close to level 18 as well. You take the aftershock damage. He did fissure and aftershock damage. So if he gets a good combo off, it's going to hurt. They ping out Bakaz. They see him. Silver Edge just hanging out bottom. Tangle 12. I see you there in the stream. Hope you're enjoying yourself. Who are you going for, Tangled 12? Who are you favoring? Thunder Predator or OG? Who do you want to see win this game? Who do you want to see win, and who do you think is going to win? Guys, just TPing back to his base. Well, BKBs have come out bottom. Sacred. He's forced to pop it. And he'll be running away. Sleight of Fist stolen by Rubik. Yuragi with these boots of travel. I'm just going to go back. Get myself a little bit of mana. No, he's not going back to give himself mana. He's going to bottom lane to push it out. But now he's got the Daedalus. What's he going for next? Lincoln's. Okay, so he's deemed he has enough damage. Yeah. Yuragi has decided...
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Yuragi's decided he's got enough damage now. He needs to go for a bit of survivability. It's Awaken for a start. Oh my goodness, please. I said at the start of this cast today, I was going to say Thunder Predator. Okay? I said that was going to happen. And I said forgive me in advance.
Radiant's bottom tower
Feels like you haven't forgiven me in advance for that. So the AC now is complete. Oh, Timeless Relic being found by the side of OG. So we Timeless. Yeah, that's going to be picked up by the Quap. She's absolutely going to love that one. For the side of ThunderAwaken, the tier 4s have not yet been found. They just can't get out on the map. So yeah, it's only the Pentared Sword at this point, giving that bonus 45 damage and 100 attack range for the Kunkka. And the net worth lead is now at 25,000. So at the moment, OG are just farming ThunderAwaken off the map. They've stopped their farm rate. They get absolutely getting nothing. Win probably 95% to 5. Remember last game, OG were at 91% to 9. Around 95% to 5. Farm distribution, we see it's in the top 3 cores. Yes, Picard has the gold, but he doesn't actually... he's the only one on his team. Everyone else is lacking. Even the supports of OG have got some items and some gold. We've got an Octarine core on Earthshaker. My goodness. Fissures, 9.8 second cooldown. 3.8 second cooldown. Echo, 97.5. What's even the items that Varga has? He's got the completed race pack, yeah. With a gem. With a gem, so... yeah, they're just stifled in, and every minute they spend inside their base, OG are just extending this net worth lead. And this is good because it's removing the power spike of Picard's. Right now, Picard's is, well, not quite actually, yeah, you already see it's being removed. He is the strongest hero on the map, but every time they spend out here farming and they're stuck in their base, all of OG's heroes are getting stronger and stronger. Look, they're just splitting across the map, they're farming. They've now 27k, it was 25 a moment before. It's just getting more and more and more. Oh, there's a smoke. It's popped. Does Matthew almost immediately explode. Sacred's in with the BKB and the arena. Refresher for the spear, but actually misses the spear. Double BKB from the refresher, and there's the second arena. But not actually doing anything. BZM's been BKB safe in there. Picard's will try and get up on the high ground. We'll start hitting a Mar with the break. Mar jumps away. There is no buyback for the Earthshaker. Cards is being very aggressive. They're holding back behind. And Undying will go down. He couldn't get away from that Iascardi. Oh, Draghi, he's caught as well. In comes... oh, Hexo! The instant Hex on a BZM. He was about to line him up with the huge double Sonic Wave with Refresher was popped. And he just gets hexed. Who had the hex? Was that Mars? No.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Excuse me? Excuse me?
Dire's structures are fortified. Radiant structures are fortified.
Am I blind? Is there a hex somewhere here?
Has fallen.
Oh, on Kunkka. On Kunkka. It's happening again. Yes, here we go again. They've got no buybacks. Blitz coming out. They just need to keep their heroes alive at this point. Yeah, with a 19k net worth deficit, they've come out of the base, and Picard's is killing this Buyback is now on Ember. It was on the Kunkka, I think. But maybe Dazzle Shard as well. Yeah, Dazzle Shard as well. I don't think it wasn't the Dazzle Shard in the fight. It was cast too fast, I think. Because it was instant. Yeah, no, it was the Hex on the Kunkka. Because Quap blinked in and he was insta-hexed. The Dazzle Shard has cast animation. It's got to actually travel the fly distance. So, yeah, Dazzle Shard does have the Hex, but that wasn't what happened there. So, 1 racks down. OG might need to be a little bit more careful about holding some buybacks now. Let's actually just switch over to... Where is it? Can't see. Buyback status, there it is. Switch over to buyback status. So, no buyback for Quap currently. The only one on cooldown actually is Matthew Rubik from ThunderAwaken right now. Everyone else has the potential to have it. Now, this Undying, I would love to see him go into an Aghanim Scepter. I'd love to see it. Or just a BKB even. Just to get a BKB on this Undying would be great. Now, OG have claimed back the map. I think ThunderAwaken still understand that they are weaker. They understand they are weaker, but they do need to get a pretty advantageous fight to go their way. I mean, that start of that fight, the Shaker was dead. So... Chu died at the start of that fight, and that pretty much, there was no further control coming through, and they could pretty much just go as they pleased. I think if the Earthshaker doesn't instantly die at the start of that fight, the game might just be over, and Awaken probably overcommit and then get echoed, and their base is just in ruins then. I would think that's what happens in that fight. So as long as the Shaker stays reasonably alive, I think OG still have a good chance. Look, they're building again, back to 20k net worth lead, and they are farming so much more than that. Look, this is where ThunderAwaken is standing. They're just standing in their safe lane. They're standing in their triangle, their safe triangle, just not doing anything. Not farming anything. The only person farming is Pakaz when these neutrals spawn, and they are very, very scared. They still understand their position in this game. This is why this ninja gear is so important on the Earthshaker. He can't get caught. He was standing right at the front, which got him caught there. He needs to chill back behind. He's looking for a BKB as well. He understands. He's, oh, look, he's at the front again. Chu. If the OG have any chance of winning these fights, Chu cannot be the one at the front. I guess he had the ninja gear, so you saw when someone was close. Arcane Rune on the Kunkka now. With the Hex, we're seeing... just a refresher being queued up for Terrorblade, having the backpack when needed. Roche is ready with all the goodies. Tiger wants to be able to get that tombstone down. Oh, smoke breaks. They know they're there. Supports can die quickly. Off to the side. Ember will have to remnant away. Jump. It's a huge jump across the map. And Matthew will go down with no buyback, but Undying has been caught. Immediately buys back into the fight. Amar trying to zone out Sacred. But in comes the big bad demon Pakaz, and he is fighting away with the BKB active. In comes the Sonic Wave. Chu with the stun follow-up. He does have Blink Echo. He's just holding it right now. Yuragi trying to deal the damage. Undying Tombstone is down in the middle of the Rosh pit. Secondary ulti, Dark Mago. Can they get him out of this fight? They will. He does have a huge Echo Slam on the backline, but the Sunder comes around as he's speared against the wall. It was huge, but it wasn't enough. Meanwhile, though, OG are into the pit. Pakaz, Sunder up available again. Refresher. He's going to have a second meta. He's going to pop it in a moment. Reflection and buyback comes out from the Earthshaker. Tiger, he's just going to get killed. They're going to find him. They have to help him out. In comes the stun with the follow-up. It's a Grave! The Grave, the Sunder with the BKB gets on the BCM and she's out. Yes, to fly back. Tipping into the outpost. In comes the Rum buff coming through, giving that damage resistance. Amar's in the middle of it all. He's broken and the Aegis has fallen. Yuragi with the Gleipnir trying to control. Silence coming out onto the Dazzle. They understand Dazzle needs to die. He's staying alive in the backline. Another Sunder. That's number 3. The Echo's holding from the side, and Pakaz will go down. He has buyback. Will he use it? Sacred buys back into this fight, but Amar is still alive. He will buy back, but the Roche has got... There's a scepter on the ground. There's a scepter. It's on the ground. Did I not see it? It's like in the fog. Oh, it's in the fog. No one got it. No one got the scepter. Please.
Comforting rune of regeneration.
Come on. They're like, scepter. We have a cheese. We do have a cheese still. Refresher shard. Refresher shard, I don't think it's been picked up. But yeah, there's a free Aghanim's Blessing on the ground. No one's seen it. I think it's in that little section that you can't actually see unless you stand right on top of it. I think they've just assumed that the other team has taken it. Okay, the base is under threat now. With the Deso on Uragi, they do actually hit buildings. Well, switching out his boots of travel. It's slow. Amar just moving forward. They're going for the base. They're going for the end. They are saying, ThunderAwaken, you are no longer welcome in this tournament. We are putting you to death. In comes BZM with the blink in. Tries to scare him back with the Shivas. BKB. Stun will not land from Chu. And Amar is just having to man fight Sacred. And he will do it. Sacred's got no buyback. Tier 4 about to fall. Chu with the big echo. Stolen echo from Matthew. But it's not enough. There's no Sunder. The BKBs are out. And they're all dead. 5 down. There is a buyback from Matthew. But it won't be enough. The Ancient is falling. GG is called from ThunderAwaken. And OG will progress into the next round of the lower bracket.